Okay, now I would like to explain about the Poynting vector and average power density. So first one, instantaneous, average and complex Poynting vector. So we know that the Poynting vector P bar equals to E bar cross H bar. So the Poynting vector is represented by P bar. It equals to the cross product of electric field intensity and magnetic field intensity. The above equation, this equation represents the instantaneous power flow per unit area. So hence it is also called as instantaneous Poynting vector or instantaneous power density. So next the complex Poynting vector is given by P bar equals to 1 by 2 E bar cross H bar conjugate. Okay, this is complex Poynting vector. So by using this vector we can write the average power and reactive power. So E bar and H bar are mutually perpendicular vector. E bar and H bar are mutually perpendicular vector. So that the power flow is directed along the normal to the plane containing E bar and H bar. So P bar equals to E bar cross H bar. So the power flow normal to the plane containing E bar and H bar vectors. If E bar in x direction, H bar in y direction, then P bar direction. So xy plane normal vector is normal axis is z axis. So P bar direction, z axis direction. So next the average part of the power flow per unit area is given by P average equals to 1 by 2 real part of E bar cross H bar. Okay, this is average power density. Okay, next one, similarly the reactive part of the power flow per unit area or reactive part of the power flow power density. So P reactive equals to 1 by 2 imaginary part of E bar cross H bar conjugate. Okay, first one is real part, second one is imaginary part of the instantaneous Poynting vector. Okay, finally the complex or instantaneous Poynting vector equals to say average Poynting vector plus reactive part of the Poynting vector. So P bar equals to 1 by 2 real part of E bar cross H bar conjugate plus 1 by 2 imaginary part of E bar cross H bar conjugate. Okay, E bar cross H bar conjugate. Okay, next one. Okay, the Poynting vector and average power density. Okay, suppose E bar equals to Ex into Ax bar and H bar equals to Hy into Ay bar. Okay, we know that P bar equals to E bar cross H bar, then E bar equals to X into Ax bar cross Hy into Ay bar. It equals to Ex into Hy Az bar. Ax bar cross Ay bar equals to Az bar, or P bar equals to Pz into Az bar. Here Pz equals to Ex into Hy. So the above equation indicates the E bar, H bar and P bar are mutually perpendicular to each other. E bar direction, X direction, H bar direction, Y direction, then P bar direction, Z direction. So E bar, H bar, P bar mutually perpendicular to each other. So consider the electric field propagates in free space is given by E bar equals to Em cos omega t minus beta z Ax bar. In the medium, the ratio of magnitudes of E bar and H bar depends on its intrinsic impedance. The intrinsic impedance is represented by nu. So Em and H bar, E bar and H bar depends on the medium intrinsic impedance value. The intrinsic impedance is represented by nu. For free space, the nu value constant value, it equals to 120 pi. So nu equals to Em by Hm. In free space, the electromagnetic wave travels at a speed of light. Okay, electromagnetic wave speed equals to light speed in free space. So next H bar equals to Hm into cos omega t minus beta z into Ay bar. If E bar in x direction, H bar will be in z direction or y direction, any one perpendicular axis. Here assumption the magnetic field intensity direction y direction. So we can write H bar equals to Em by nu naught. Nu naught equals to Em by Hm. So Hm equals to Em by nu naught. H bar equals to Em by nu naught into cos omega t minus beta z into Ay bar. So next the Poynting vector P bar equals to E bar cross H bar. So first one E bar, next one H bar. So finally P bar equals to Em square by nu naught into cos square into omega t minus beta z into Az bar. Units are watts per meter square. Okay, this is the Poynting vector expression. So next the above equation is called power density measured in watts per meters. Above equation is called power density. Okay, Poynting vector or power density. Next, by using this power density and area, we can calculate the power flow. So power equals to power density into area. So next the average power density. So assume the time period of the cycle capital T, it equals to 2 pi. So the average power density equals to 1 by T integral 0 to T. Okay, average power equals to 1 by T integral 0 to T em square by nu cos square omega T minus beta z into dt, or it equals to em square by T into nu 0 to T. So cos square omega T minus beta z equals to 1 plus cos 2 omega T minus beta z by 2 into dt, or it equals to em square by T into nu T by 2. So plus cos integration, so sin 2 into omega T minus beta z by 2 into 2 omega 0 to T. It equals to em square by T nu T by 2 plus, so sin 2 omega T minus 2 beta z by 4 omega 0 to T. So now substitute lower limit and upper limit, we get em square by T nu T by 2 plus sin of 2 omega T minus 2 beta z by 4 omega minus sin minus 2 beta z by 4 omega. So substitute upper limit T, lower limit 0, we get this expression here integral T. So integral 1 into dt equals to T. So T by 2 integration cos 2 equals to sin 2 divided by 2 omega. Okay, but here omega T equals to 2 pi. So why? Because for average value we have to consider one cycle. So time period equals to 2 pi. So P average equals to em square by Tn T by 2 plus substitute. Okay, omega T equals to 2 pi sin 4 pi minus 2 beta z by 4 omega plus sin 2 beta z by 4 omega. So it equals to em square by T nu T by 2. So sin 4 pi minus 2 beta z equals to minus sin 2 beta z divided by 4 pi plus sin 2 beta z by 4 omega, or P average equals to, okay, these two cancel, P average equals to em square by 2 nu, Tt also cancel. So finally the average power density P average equals to em square by 2 nu, units are watts per meter square. Okay, so first one, 3 powers, 3 pointing vectors, instantaneous pointing vector, next average pointing vector, so next reactive part of the pointing vector or reactive part of the power flow per unit area. So this is also called as reactive power density. This is average power density basic expression, and it is instantaneous power density. So next one, okay, next one, okay, pointing vector. We know that pointing vector P bar equals to E bar cross H bar. If E bar direction x direction and H bar direction y direction, then the pointing vector direction is z direction. Here let first E bar vector, so nu is intrinsic impedance value. It is in free space it is constant, it equals to 120 pi. So next one, the speed of the electromagnetic wave in free space is light speed. So assume H bar, if E bar direction is x bar, then y bar direction ay bar direction, then P bar direction becomes az bar direction. Okay, this is the instantaneous pointing vector. Okay, it is pointing vector. Okay, pointing vector formula, units are watts per meter square. So next one, power density by using pointing vector or power density. So we can find the average power density. The average power density equals to 1 by T integral 0 to T. So pointing vector integration. So finally the average power density equals to em square by 2 nu. Here E suffix m is the maximum value of the electric field intensity, and the symbol is nu intrinsic impedance. So the units of average power density are watts per meter square.